okay. True. Nice. What? No, you interrupted the music. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today we're checking out Luna Snow, the new K-pop princess, and what she can do now that she has evolved. Oh, I got card broken. Now that she has evolved and gotten her third uniform. So we're gonna be checking this out here, and unlike Sharon's uniform, so if you watched yesterday's video on Sharon Rogers, this is going to be a little bit more helpful because I think this uniform is a little bit more obviously better compared to the last uniform, specifically for content like World Boss Legend and possibly to a lesser extent World Boss Ultimate. But that was sort of the big question mark that people had on their minds when they saw this uniform. Is this uniform going to allow me to use Luna, especially for not so much Null, but Mephisto World Boss Legend? So I know I'm covering Null right now. I'm covering Null right now because the first phase is very easy to gauge a damage increase on because you can see his HP bar. And so that's what we're focusing on. There are some things that this uniform does really well. There are some things missing from this uniform that I wish that they would address. So I don't think this uniform is perfect by any means. But in terms of how bad she was for World Boss Ultimate, this uniform is obviously a big, or World Boss Legend, I should say. This uniform is obviously a big upgrade. So whereas, you know, so just to compare it to Sharon's new uniform is better than her old uniform, than her Starlight uniform, the Roman uniform. But that uniform was already really, really, really good for World Boss Legend. This new Luna Snow uniform is actually not bad for World Boss Legend. This is a minute and 12 clear with no obelisk. But her old uniform, her Lifestyles uniform, is terrible. So I'm just going to do a comparison. We're just going to do one comparison here. I'm not going to do multiple comparisons because it's not worth it, trust me. And obviously, if you take off, or if you add White Fox, she's going to do better. But yeah, in terms of damage, for World Boss Legend, this uniform is going to far outperform this uniform. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and see here, basically the exact same thing. But yeah, against World Boss Legend Null, Luna is going to struggle for two main reasons, regardless of which Luna Snow you're using. She is gonna struggle for two main reasons. Why does she keep the music? I don't get it. So maybe if I go into the fight early, rather than sitting around and watching his animation. We didn't get any resets thus far, which is the whole point of the character, but yeah. Anyways, the two main things that Luna doesn't have that makes her bad against Null is she has zero ignore dodge, and this new uniform did not, oh, it didn't touch the cage. The new uniform did not fix that for Luna Snow. It didn't give her ignore dodge, so she's missing any ignore dodge. She has zero ignore dodge on her skills as buffs, and she has zero ignore dodge on her tier 3. She has zero ignore dodge on her passives, okay? That's the first thing that makes her really bad versus Null. The second thing that makes her really bad versus Null is that she has no super armor and no invincibility. And invincibility gives you super armor. And so not having those things is bad because Null loves to guard break you. Even more so than Mephisto, Null loves to guard break. We're really trying to get some refreshes here, but that's our first refresh. Wow. Okay, so yeah. Second refresh. So the timing is actually not that much different here on this lower stage, but believe me, it gets worse the higher up you go. So this was okay, this was only about 8 seconds slower, 10 seconds slower, but it's a pretty big bump for her, and that bump is going to be magnified more and more when you start to give her obelisks, something like that. So I don't really want to cover it in too much depth the way I did with Sharon. Sharon, for me, it was really difficult to find that, like, as high as I would go, right? And that's the difference with Luna, is Luna's not really doing that well. She's like 20-30 seconds slower than Sharon, so I can't go that high because then she's not really going to be able to clear it at all, and it's going to be like a 2.5 minute struggle fest on stage 19. So that's why I'm not showing a higher stage for Luna right now in this comparison. I just want to get it out of the way that if you want to use your Luna Snow for World Boss Legend content, and probably for World Boss Ultimate as well, she's gonna be better with this light serious armor. Despite the fact that you lose the Encore skill refresh, she just has more hits, she does more damage with her skills, and therefore she just does a better job of using her tier 3 skill accumulation, which is still only 6 seconds, but yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, unfortunately, Luna doesn't really get any, skill changing or sort of gameplay changing effects that I was hoping for. Her damage is better for sure, but and she's still going to be amazing for squad battles. She's still going to be amazing for ABX. That's 100% true. But really what people were hoping for is to see her expand her horizons, and I think she's going to expand her horizons a little bit here, like quite a bit. But she's still missing super armor invincibility, and she's still missing ignore dodge. So really what you want to use her against is Mephisto. So what I'm actually going to do here is we're going to give her an obelisk now, which is very strange, I know, but I've never given her an obelisk before. So I want to start now, and I believe I have a cold damage or like a double cold damage obelisk somewhere here hiding. Oh no, I used it for a reroll. I had a double cold damage proc obelisk. Oh man, that's weak. That is so weak. All right, we're gonna give her this ignore dodge 200 proc. Man, what have I become? Dang. I was re-rolling energy CTPs for Sharon yesterday, and I wasted this one. Dang it. All right, give me a second. We'll be back. Nice. Nice. So we just rolled a double cold damage 140 proc. I just went and spent some tokens in the dimension shop to get some obelisks, and we got a double cold damage proc. So I'm actually just curious. We're gonna go back here against Null really quickly, and I actually want to just see. We can go to stage 19. That's fine. And I want to see if Luna can actually proc, if she can be proc friendly. I don't think she can be, but I think it'd be kind of funny to see. We're gonna give her wave here just for some additional buffs, but let's see if we can actually make something work. I don't even think I triggered my proc. There it is. Wow, the proc was super duper delayed. There's a lot of hits, and there's a long animation here. So you want to do 1 cancel 5, cancel 3 maybe? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe she can be. Who knows? We're gonna do 1, 4, 6, and then 3. That's pretty good, dude. Oh, we dodged the cage. No, we didn't. Wow, she's so bad at dodging the cage. I think we kind of missed our proc there, yeah. All right, so we're gonna want to do 1, 3, 6 proc, maybe? No, 5. Sure. Okay, not really sure if that's good or not. There we procced on 4, cancel 2. The procs are all over the place because I'm not exactly sure what skill I want to proc on specifically. But that's not bad. A minute 20 on stage 19 with a double cold damage 140 proc. That's not bad. That's kind of not bad. All right, let's go ahead and see. Can I use her on stage 19 of Mephisto? No, I can use her on stage 20. Yeah, let's go ahead and do basically the exact same team here. not that much team. Let's go ahead and set this up here, and then see if she can do it. Because we've been playing with Luna for so long, we kind of forgot. There we go. There's a proc. Okay, we're gonna do 4 into 2. Playing with Luna for so long. Proc on 2. Okay, kind of weird proc there. I don't think I would recommend using a proc with Luna. Just FYI. Proc on 6, cancel 3. But it's kind of a fun experiment. Because if her 2 and 3 hit a lot harder now, you do have kind of a case, an argument to be made for like a really discount build. Again, ideally you want a judgment or a rage for her. I'm not here saying that you should use a CTP of energy for Luna, But who knows? Crazier things have happened, right? The proc was so delayed, but wow, we're already through the first phase. Interesting, interesting, okay. Wow, no proc at all. That was rough. I got frozen, okay. We missed the proc altogether. We got caught in his little web of BS here. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Yeah. I'm like 20% sure this is I'm like 15% sure this is a good idea. She's still really slow. So the thing that kind of gets me about this uniform is I know it's better. Like, I know this uniform is better than Lifestyles. However, they could not be arsed to give her, is a British term here, but they couldn't be bothered to give her movement speed. They couldn't be bothered to give her super armor or invincibility, and they couldn't be bothered to give her any kind of buffs, any kind of frenzy buffs or whatever. And that's just kind of, in my opinion, annoying. Run, Luna, run. Okay. But yeah, I know this uniform is better than the old one. I'm just trying to show you guys how good it is and sort of what you're capable of with this uniform now. Okay, yeah. Taking lots of damage, Pog. She's so slow, dude. Okay. She didn't proc. Wow. Okay, that was a bit overkill. He only had a couple bars left, but I wanted to heal up as well. So we're going to do 4, cancel 5, cancel 3. No proc. Oh, kind of a proc. The proc is really inconsistent. I think the game is just confused. The game is like, are you sure you want to proc with Luna, dude? There's a proc on 6. Let that play out. That's pretty good. The game's like, bro, are you sure you want to proc with Luna? That was a proc on like 5, cancel 1, maybe? That was not pretty. This is a... okay, 5, cancel 6 proc. Not bad. Okay, she's gonna get stunned here. You know? I think, yeah, so I think that's what's gonna bother people a little bit about this uniform, is that it is an upgrade, but it's not going to feel very different. They did at least give her 2 different skills, but other than that, it's not gonna feel very different. And I think people are hoping for, with these uniforms, is to have a different feeling. Rocking on 5 alone is not bad at all. Okay, true. Just gonna pop 6 here. Okay, this is not a good idea. I don't think she can. Maybe. We're just gonna try to push it, rush it to the end, kind of thing. Yep, we got it. Not bad. So with a leadership / support and a CTP of insight and 22% pierce, she's able to clear stage 20 with about a minute left. So she could probably, with a best run with this obelisk, with an obelisk, she could probably top out at stage 24. Now you could obviously try to go even higher than that. If you used White Fox, but you won't be able to because of the, well, you'd have to go up to 30 basically. So yeah, for an obelisk point of view, you're probably, you know, because there's all sorts of players out there, right? There's players who don't have any Pierce and don't have any CTPs. Then there's players who have Pierce but don't have CTPs. Then there's players who have Pierce and have CTPs. And then of course there's players with Pierce and Reforged CTPs. So I'm just sort of trying to give you guys all of the different scenarios. Obviously, I can't give you the scenario where you don't have any Pierce, because unequipping them would be, you know, extremely costly. It would be like $30-40 per video to unequip them and put them back on. But at least you can see from here, she's not terrible with an obelisk. I honestly don't think it's a good idea still. It's probably a little bit better of an idea than it used to be, because you don't have to worry about skill refreshing. That's really the only logic there, is without skill refreshing, you're just doing your standard 1 to 5, so there's a lot less spamming. If there's a lot less spam, then it lends itself more towards a traditional rotation, like a 1 cancel 5 proc or a 1 cancel 5 cancel 3 proc kind of thing. But at least in my initial testing, it was pretty inconsistent. So I wouldn't rock this, I wouldn't rock this long term. I would definitely look for a Judgment or a Rage on her, and that's going to be our next test. It's going to be a really exciting video, Judgment versus Rage. I do think this uniform is better. It is a more incremental change than I think Sharon's is, but and it also changes her playstyle. But I really wish that the devs, rather than changing the playstyle of the character, would really look to shore up some of the character's weaknesses. I don't know if they're not doing that because they don't want the characters to be too OP, but not giving Sharon more healing, not giving Luna a frenzy buff or invincibility super armor, just kind of feels like we're just being pulled, like another uniform next year kind of thing, which I'm not too big of a fan of that feeling. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of her production and her new uniform, her light serious armor with and without an obelisk. Did the obelisk damage surprise you, or were you laughing at how many procs I missed? Hit me up. Thank you so much for watching. Smash the like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.